What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Legendary Rants. I'm your host. I am Legendary. And today we are digging into Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episodes 4 and 5. Yes, it's a two-parter today, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but I am enjoying the season. These ladies are delivering. Now, yes, it's a little dry with these filler scenes of like Candy, Mama Joy. So we're gonna get into it. But I like the season, y'all. I don't know. It's something about the season I'm enjoying. I think it's gonna only get better and better with each episode. But before you do anything, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment and engage with the video. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Today we talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episodes 4 and 5. All right. So episode 4 started with the ladies. Well, Marlo met with Courtney, and Marlo mentioned something about she wants to get her record expunged because, at Drew's showcase, well, Drew's Marshall with Candace, um, there was reference of the incident where she slashed a lady's face, right? And so she then mentions Candy never helping her get her record expunged. Yeah, it's something about this season where these ladies are just reaching beyond. Like, what are we talking about? But honestly, Candy says she helped people. She do all these great things. It's like instead of y'all kicking Marlo down about this situation, she's stepping up, trying to be a Monty. You get what I'm saying? She did get her door kicked in. She was, possibly robbed, at some point last year. It's like, why not help her get her record expunged so that she could carry and hold down her house? I don't know. It's just something about this Candy and Marlo that I think is deeper than what we're seeing with these petty issues they're bringing up on camera. But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. Sheree meets with a doctor, and we have an Easter egg hunt, y'all. We have an Easter egg hunt where Sheree is planning our face about possibly being pregnant. Sheree, you know damn well you're not pregnant. Okay? You're not pregnant, Sheree. Out of nowhere, we're on the Magic School bus headed to Alabama. Now, y'all, this is my recap for episode 4. Then we're gonna get to 5. But right now we're talking about 4. We're on the Magic School bus, and the only thing missing was Miss Frizzle, right? Um, we're on a impromptu Alabama trip for Kenya to perform something about Kenya Moore hair care, and it just was all over the place, right? Um, we saw Kenya be irritated that Marlo was taking forever, and um I didn't understand why the entire group needed to go on this trip, but it was something just odd about this trip, right? We at least in most cast trips see a scene of the girls, meeting up and talking about whatever trip they about to go on or an invitation, whether it be a text message, a FaceTime call, something. We're just on an impromptu trip to Alabama. So this really made no sense to me. But yeah, it was kind of weird, right? So we're on this impromptu trip, and Kenya's being Kenya. That was good energy initially. That girls did the booking class. It seemed like it was gonna be good energy. Marlo and Kenya were coexisting, so I was hopeful, right? Then at lunch, Marlo is mentioned by Kenya. Marlo versus Drew, right? Kenya mentions that Drew called her and that there was a phone call where it was explained to her that the situation with Marlo and Drew, Marlo got in Drew's face, which that's what we saw, right? We saw Marlo yell in Drew's face. Now, this was told differently, and we'll get to that for episode 5, right? But Marlo didn't want it mentioned. Marlo didn't want it mentioned, and I understood it. Now, was it petty to see them arguing in that restaurant about nothing? It was just like, Marlo, if you ain't making no point, just hush, right? Y'all, Marlo is definitely giving pick me with this beef with Kenya and Candy. Now I'm loving Marlo, right, on the show. I don't feel like Marlo should go. I see there's a boycott to reduce Marlo or remove Marlo. I don't feel that way, right? Because it's like if Marlo wasn't doing these things, what would we be watching, right? Um, so I'm here for Marlo's antics. What I'm not here for is Marlo just picking problems, right? If you're supposed to be doing the work with this life coach, it's like let some shit slide. But Marlo is being Marlo, and yeah, it's just really not making no sense. Um, then we get to the event. Y'all, Kenya did the most about this event. This event was a bunch of nothing, right? It really was nothing. But for whatever reason, Kenya hyped it up. We even saw her be shady to Monyetta, her puppet, right? And I'm just like, what are we doing? You know, production kicks them out the event. Kenya asks the girls, oh, let's just go back to the hotel. They go back to the hotel. But at some point, there's a why is Kenya missing and we're all here aspect going on, right? They go up and Marlo kicks the door down. Now we also see Sheree kick the door and knock, and we also saw Sanya knock. So to me, I feel like it was super whack for them to put the sole door banging the sole door banging on just Marlo, right? There were multiple people involved in the door banging, right? But we saw Marlo be the only one accused. And I'm just like, Sheree, this is the part of Sheree. I'm like, Sheree shady, y'all. Sheree, ain't that your friend? So if that's your friend, you get what I'm saying? You was a part of it. So, I mean, we see in episode 5, Sheree denied knocking on the door having anything to do with the door, but it's like Sheree. Like this is the part of Sheree that y'all I be wanting to stand Sheree. And Sheree just do weird shit sometimes on the show, but we'll definitely get there. Um, them kicking on the door, y'all. I thought Marlo kicking on the door was funny. Now, yes, Brooklyn was in the room and it was overboard when she said, put the baby out the room. But Marlo is funny as fuck. Even like her and Drew and her like saying to Drew, y'all gonna cut the acting off. Like, what are we talking about? Like, y'all, this shit is funny. Like these women are just like organically making something for us to talk about. I mean, it's not the best thing, but I think when you think of 15 seasons, it's like I don't know. You know, I see a lot of people having an issue about the season, but unlike Potomac, you know, I feel like they're giving us what they can. And so I'm proud of them for trying. You know, we're talking about it, so it has to be something we're enjoying, right? Um, the kicking the door incident leads to Monyetta versus Marlo. So Marlo's frustrated, and that was some back and forth with her and Monyetta in the elevator. And Marlo attempts to slam the door in Monyetta's face. Now Monyetta went crazy, y'all. Monyetta went crazy, and I I I understood Monyetta, but I felt like Monyetta, if you wasn't following, none of this would have happened, right? I didn't understand why she was with them upstairs. I really didn't. Especially if ain't that your friend? Ain't Kenya your friend? So it was once again a confusing situation. Like she just out there now. According to Monyetta, she says she was lacing, she was texting Kenya and lacing her up that they were heading up there. But Kenya definitely looked um shocked that they were all outside in her hallway, outside the door, right? Um I don't know. How y'all feeling about Monietta? Comment down below. Are we feeling Monietta? Are we not feeling Monietta? Is Monietta the third season right now? Should Monietta be upgraded? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. I do enjoy Monietta at times. Then at times I'm like, ugh. But I don't know. This episode, she kind of won me over. Episode 5, she definitely won me over. Now, y'all, who I finally enjoyed episode 5 was Sanya. I know it's surprising, right? Now, last episode, I definitely went hard on Sanya, but I was proud to see Sanya put her foot down and leave because I'm like that. You're not about to tell me go home or shade me, talk crazy to me, and just expect me to stick around. So I was here for Kenya being like, fuck Kenya, because Kenya really tried her. And Kenya been trying her. And so I'm here for Kenya being like, I'm about to go. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I was about to do the most and do all this driving back and forth for you when on my trip, you picked a problem with me when I was handling business and you just wanted to fuss. You get what I'm saying? So shout out Sanya for finally taking the right beat from the producer and doing the right thing instead of the wrong thing, because Sanya is like what Nene said in Puerto Rico, it's somebody telling you when to eat, when to drink, when to walk, when to talk. And it just wasn't good TV. But you finally clocked in this episode. So shout out you. And I'm gonna lay off you for a little while. I'm gonna see how long ago, but I give you next week. You're gonna be doing something that make my neck itch again. We'll see. Sheree. Sheree is fake as fuck. Sheree, for you to go to Kenya after y'all did all that Kenya bashing for ditching y'all and say that you think Marlo looking for her attention and her approval and all these different things, it's like, pick a side, pick a side. What side you on, Sheree? And this is the part about Sheree that's frustrating. She's so desperate to be a part of the group that she never is loyal to no one. And it's like, Sheree, what are we doing? So I don't know. Marlo, you should definitely be side-eyeing Sanya and Sheree, but more so Sheree, to go sit with your enemy and say that after Kenya just came for her man, it really made no sense. But I don't know. A part of me feel like Sheree tactic with Kenya is keep my enemies close. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think Sheree really rock with Kenya. There's no way they really rock, because when we think about it, when Sheree was first reintroduced back to this group, Kenya was one of the first people to come for her out the gate with the whole house thing. So I really wish Sheree would just stop faking with Kenya, but it seems like there might be some kind of maybe small little friendship. Who knows? I don't know. But it was just weird to see Sheree go to Kenya house, although they're right down the street from each other, and throw Marlo under the bus. Like, Sheree, clock in, but not like that. Candy, we're tired of you, your mama, and Todd. Y'all, this episode, for us to get another. Now, we're thankful for the Mama Joyce appearance, because anytime Mama Joyce comes, she's gonna come with the delusions, she's gonna come with a fire wig, and she's gonna come with a read, right? Way more interesting than Candy. Y'all, it's just something about Candy that just give 4-piece from KFC, right? 4-piece from KFC with a biscuit, some mashed potatoes, them wedges, you get what I'm saying? All that shit. But it's like Candy, like, you ain't checked your mama in 9 years. You ain't checking her today. Who you fooling? So I don't know, y'all. How we feeling about Candy, this Todd ass storyline with her mama, and Todd, and just the foolishness of her letting her mom disrespect her man? Like, do we feel like enough is enough? Should Candy finally put her foot down and cut her mama off? Or should it be a financial hit on Mama Joyce? What should Candy tactic be? Right? Let's talk about that in the comments, y'all. Let's talk about that. Because at this point I'm kind of over it. Like, Candy, yeah, you the richest, but the fact that you can't get your mama together, that just shows like you're not this boss you say or you think you are. You get what I'm saying? Like, because there's no way I'm letting neither of my parents play behind my relationship like that. It's just no way. So I don't know. Candy is another weird one, y'all. I see people are saying Candy and Kenya need to go. I kind of support that. I do think Candy and Kenya personalities are so big that certain girls don't know how to move around them on the show. Um, and so before we get to Candy and Kenya being removed, let's talk about this last scene with Drew, Sheree, and Kenya. The episode 5. This is episode 4 and 5 recap. We're now at the end of episode 5. Episode 5 ended with all the sick ladies meeting up. And I don't know about y'all. That was my ice maker. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. If y'all did, shit, I'm gonna have some ice for the week. Um uh Drew and Sheree, y'all, this beef is stale, right? We're over it. But for whatever reason, Sheree wants to drag this. Now, this woman saying you happy birthday. You called her husband gay last season, and she's over it. Get a woman a hug. You act like she got Ebola. But y'all, Sheree is gonna make Drew her storyline for as long as she can, right? I think Drew is one of those girls that she can give all the good energy, and it's just like she's the easy person to pick on in this group, right? Just like a lot of people had an issue with Drew's performance on that week with Candace, the length of it. Y'all, Drew could have did a 3-song set and blew down for 10 minutes straight, and they still wouldn't have been happy. Like it still would have been a montage of them hating in some way, shape, or form. So I really feel bad for Drew. And then for Sheree to get this misinformation from Marlo and really be repeating it like it's fact. Y'all, this is insane. And it just showed the bad game of telephone that takes place in real friend groups, right? Um, and so Marlo clearly lied, and Sheree is running with the lie. Now it's interesting that Sheree is defending Marlo while shading Marlo to Kenya. So this is just weird to me. I used to think Sanya was the fake one, but now I'm seeing Sheree. And I'm just like, Sheree, if you don't fuck with Candy and Kenya, just don't fuck with them. But now you and Kenya being good Judies this episode, after Kenya stood y'all up, it's like pick a side, pick a side. What are you standing on? Are you standing on Kenya played in y'all face in Alabama? Or are you standing on you and Kenya got some type of alliance that we might not know about? Um, so then to that takes me to the casting, right? We see a lot of people who are upset right now about the season, the cast. People are saying bring back Kim. And y'all, I have a video coming soon just for Kim Zolciak and all the updates on that. Y'all, it's been so much tea over there. We're gonna get into it this week, I promise. But they're saying bring back Kim, bring back Portia. I've seen Phaedra. Now, Phaedra's playing over with the girls on Married to Medicine. So the chances of us getting back Phaedra are slim to none, right? And we already know the dilemma with that. Candy is saying it's me or her, which honestly, I'd rather have Phaedra over Candy. Now, while I don't think Phaedra's gonna be super interesting just because it's not much story there, um, I would rather Phaedra over Candy. Somebody that's, more youthful acting, somebody that drinks, somebody that participates, plays the game of Housewives. Not somebody that for 14 seasons have just done the same thing and just been safe on the show. To me, Candy is safe on the show. So these are some people who I think I would love to see on the show. Now, I'm not saying a complete revamp of these ladies. I think we should keep some of the people we have now, right? But I would love to see 2 or 3 of these ladies sprinkled into the cast. Now, if you don't know these ladies, I'm about to go through them right now. And these are some of my dream additions for season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Now I'm feeling Drew on the show, y'all. I love my girl Drew. Sanya brings youthful energy. So we can give Sanya a third season after today's episode, right? I'm open to a Sanya third season. Now, I say that to say we should still keep some of our veterans, right? Um, maybe a charade um demotion to like a friend of, or a Marlo demotion to a friend of. But Candy and Kenya are the two that I think should eventually go, because I do think they bring a black cloud to the show that people walk around on eggshells around them, right? And so even keeping Monyetta, right? Monyetta brings great energy. Keep Monyetta. You know, she's a great friend of. Hopefully she can be a friend of this group past Candy and Kenya, right? But the first lady we see in the black and white dress is Miss Carrie Hilson. Now, y'all, Carrie Hilson is 40 years old. She's in Atlanta, and her career was just overshadowed by this beef with Beyonce, right? But I think Carrie Hilson should pop in with the ladies at RHOA. Let me know if you agree with this. I think she might be sassy, y'all. I think she might be funny. I think she might be super witty. So I would love to see Carrie Hilson on this show. Um, at the top, we see Miss Tamar Braxton. Now, y'all, we know Tamar is connected to this group through Candy and Nene and other ladies, but a few months ago, if not a month ago, there was a beef between Candy and Tamar, right? Tamar came out that there was some disrespect with Candy, right? There was some disrespect from Candy and Todd, where Todd even got involved. Um, Now, y'all, I don't know about Tamar joining as a housewife, but I would be open to Tamar joining as a friend of. Okay, um, we know Tamar loves reality TV, so let me know how we feeling about a possible Tamar entrance or introduction, right? Next, we have Miss Tiana Taylor. Now, y'all, I think Tiana Taylor can bring the young energy the show needs, the name, the fashions. Now, Tiana Taylor is super young, y'all. I think she's like 31, 32, something along those lines. But I think she would be a great housewife. Um, Next up, we have Miss Fantasia Barrino. Now, y'all, there's something about Fantasia now that I think she thinks she's too good for it. And I can see her being like that show. But y'all, I think Fantasia has the sass, the spunk, the charisma to really get with these ladies. Now I do know her and Candy are real friends, and I'm like, but if we take Candy out and put Fantasia in, y'all, I think Fantasia would be an amazing housewife. Next to Fantasia, we see Miss Rudy Huxtable. Yes, that's the Keisha Knight Pulliam. Now, for those of you who don't know, Keisha Knight Pulliam married Ed, Lisa Wu's ex-husband, who we met through Lisa Wu, right? Um, Y'all, I think she'll bring class. I think she'll also be super smart and funny. I think she'll come with some one-liners at the right time. And I don't know, we need some regalness to the show, right? And I think Rudy can bring that. At the bottom, we see Keisha Kaor. Now, for years, I've thought Keisha Kaor should join this show. Now, I just think Gucci gonna have to slap somebody if they throw him in a cheating scandal, but I think she would be perfect for this show. Um, I know we can't get all six, but I would love two or three of these ladies to join the cast. Let me know how you feel about these ladies. Let me know how you feel about the season. Y'all, they're saying that there might be a Roni situation where they might revamp the entire show and rid the whole cast. Do we think that needs to happen? And if so, who would you like to see come back to the show? You've listened to Legendary Rants. I'm your host. I am Legendary. Like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah. Keep watching RHOA. Y'all give these ladies a chance. I think the season is gonna be what the season gonna be, right? But as long as they ain't putting in our face with no fake storylines like Potomac, y'all, let's give them a chance. All right.